Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ryan Olivia Lubis. Here I will continue my script debate from yesterday from the two paragraphs until the end. That is why our constructing and engagement never work, because Indonesia, now that we have the bargaining position over Papua, ladies and gentlemen, and it is worse, right? Because Indonesia has tried to deliberately exclude Papua from all of the narratives that include Indonesia. For example, when W Papua wants to become the member of the Melanesian separate groups, Indonesia steps in and manicung those people, and so that Indonesia is being granted as an observer so that W Papua cannot directly apply. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia doesn't do this because they feel like they have a Melanesian identity. They just do this because they want to piece off Papua, ladies and gentlemen, to keep them from being exposed to the international community and to keep them from being exposed to the Western society. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the thing that we don't want under our side, and we think that should change. But constructive engagement can only work better under our side of the house if you have violent separation, because only then you are going to give them a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to give them a treat towards preferred, a treat toward the investor, and a treat toward all of the benefit that you can only get inside of Papua. Ladies, inside of Papua and other Eastern Indonesia areas. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the only time where constructive engagement can work, because now we elevate the bargaining position of Papua. Ladies and gentlemen, that can only happen under outside house. They need to prove why suddenly constructive engagement is good and can happen to begin with. But secondly, they say, you know what, we have autonomous regions already, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the reason why autonomous regions doesn't work is inherently, after the independence, there is an inherent inequality between areas, and the Indonesian government know this as well, ladies and gentlemen, but they keep to turn a blind eye for this. That's why we're very sorry about the Papuan and Eastern Indonesian nation are one of the most impoverished areas inside of Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't happen because the government doesn't know. That happens because the government is negligent in the state school and say that you can it is good, right? Because now you are being governed by your civil leader and by your local leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't think an autonomous region is a threat of toward our all of our stronger and all of our hardship that already happened inside of the state, ladies and gentlemen. But then they say you are going to justify aggression against us, and therefore is fact. Look, let's take a look at the comparative right, because in the Sulawesi, the school, ladies and gentlemen, the Indonesian government has a massive excessive forecast forces toward all of the people who want to separate inside of Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen. But they don't call that aggression is justified. To begin with, ladies and gentlemen, people don't care about the aggression that happens to the pop one people, ladies and gentlemen. So in this breed, we need to analyze what is good for the separatist movement, right? Do we want to learn in and to say through the narrative that we are just opposite, we are just poor people and unalliated people compared to the Japanese people? Or do we want to change and we want to break down the system of the governments? Inside of the status quo, we think that our side of the house provides betterment for the separatist movement at the end of the day, because we think that under our side of the house is more likely to success, right? Because in the past we are used to the sporadic movement inside of all of the areas inside Indonesia era. This doesn't work for two reasons. First of all this, only there are only small factions inside of one small area. So it is easier for the government to centralize their forecast inside of this one area, ladies and gentlemen. Secondly, they are only characterized as people who have certain hardship and certain civil outbreaks. Ladies and gentlemen, those are only characterized like just an ethnic outbreaks. Ladies and gentlemen, we think that under our side, where you need different provinces, different ethnicities under Eastern Indonesia who are already impoverished, going to street create a narrative, and you are going to create an excessive force that is against the Indonesian government to begin with. Ladies and gentlemen, that can only happen if you do not and you take up arms and you decide to do towards your opposition, which is the Indonesian government in this instance. That is what we say in order to achieve and achieve the end goal of the separatist movement. You need to do this because that is the only way you can get and the force large enough to topple the Indonesian government. As at the end of the day, yes, if Indonesia has deployed many army, it will be completely harder for you to create a unit armed force and protect and certainty point at one time. Yeah, good. That's my worst case scenario. Okay. What happens if this doesn't work and the government realities? We think that it is also good to some instance, right? Because then there is a valid evidence that there is repression for the state. that is systematical as opposite to just certain protests inside of the civil and ethnic outbreaks. Because the reason why Indonesia accuses themselves in the states for school, they don't give enough budget was put one. For example, is because they see. It's because they say either we don't have enough budget, so we have to do budget cut, for example, or we are certainly progressing. But this progress has happened during the presidency of Megawati SBA and Jokowi. Ladies and gentlemen, we say that those our promise like building tall roads has never happened inside of the end that has never gained direct benefit towards Indonesia like external Indonesia people under outside the house. You will create things like civil wars. We can see through that, but at the end of the day, there will be a blow up inside of the media, and also there will be a blow up inside of the international world. And finally, there will be a discourse is that with an international society on what to do in this thing. That is how you can expose things like human rights violation as well towards these people, ladies and gentlemen. Because finally, the surface of a civil war is not something that the international community will turn their blind eye to, but we have only told you in principle why in this good because just like on